What up? Happy Friday. Had to drop the top a little bit. Forgive me. What's going on? We back at it. Can you believe it? This is the third stream this week. Man, I'm proud. Playas, baddies, P and B, what y'all up to? How y'all feeling? It's time, man. Hope your week went well. Hope y'all are about to go out, get crazy, get bug wild. That's what they say. My uncle, shout out my Uncle Glenn, rest in peace. Let's get ready to get stupid. Great times. Shout out to everybody that pulled up yesterday for the live review and live scoring of the verses with YG in the game. That was fun. And that's a quality. Had a grand old time, if you will. Yeah, we was turned yesterday. Definitely fun. Man, yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit as well tonight. Tonight's episode is appropriately titled, No Matter What I Post Online, I'm broke. Unless she fine and she like Baldies. No matter what I post online, I'm broke, baby. Unless she's fine and like Baldies. Gotta put that caveat out there. Cause you never know where it might go, where it might lead you. They used to have this Sable, this Sable. Shout out Sable from back in the day. They used to have this saying, you got to be willing and able. Able and willing. We gonna adjust that. If she's able-bodied and willing, then I might be thrilling. Otherwise, tap them pockets. I ain't got it. Shout out to my homies watching on YouTube. Hope you enjoying yourself. For those that are new and not yet true, I am Ceddy P, artist manager, owner of Renaissance Music Records, playlist curator with playlists on Audio Mac and Spotify. I have a myriad of other jobs. Firefighter, former sitcom writer, author, bald-headed scallywag. Shout out my bald brothers, which we'll get to in a minute. But above all, I'm your homie and friend. If you find I might be a loving friend. Shout out Lil Jon, Usher and them. Yeah, man. Speaking of bald brothers, we had a down week earlier this week, but we back up. We back up. Why? Because one of the more recent and high profile ball brothers, LeBron, Raymond, I think it's Raymond, Raymond, LeBron James has signed with my team, the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, that's right. The Philadelphia Sixers, after years and years of struggle, oppression, we get a blessing. I'm already singing the song. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come, Philadelphia, on the run. Stand up and cheer. Gotta hit that song at the end of every game. And I expect us to be hitting that song every single night. What my boy Jerome said, hit it every single night. And twice on Sundays. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is like outside of getting married, outside of joining the recording academy, outside of my first big hit record. This is up there, man. As a sports fan, I haven't been this excited since my first piece of cutty. Acting like my boy from ATL. I ain't gonna lie. Got me some cutty last night. You ain't getting no damn cutty. I gets all the cutty, all the trim. Nah, I ain't gonna go that crazy now. But I'm feeling good. A superstar is here. I've been on the phone all day with my siblings, with my brother. Shout out Quest. My damn daddy called me. Shout out Reek and my boy Stokes. Martin Luther King, he a Knicks fan. He's been quiet. Ain't said Nathan. But everybody else, we celebrating. I've been coordinating, because you got to coordinate how the hell we going to get these tickets. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie. My dad he been on it. I said, Dad, they ain't even dropped the schedule yet. He said, hold on, I'm trying to Google real quick. Daddy, you know he ain't, he ain't mobily inclined. My whole thing is I'm excited. I'm excited to go to the games. Probably gonna have to hit about 5, 6 of them things. I'm just gonna run your boy. So y'all gotta stream the Renaissance record so I can get my artist commission. Y'all gotta call Angel Reese, tell her to get them. I need 16 and 12 so I can hit my parlays. Cause shoot, 4 or 5 games, and you gonna have to bring somebody. If I bring Jordan, or I re-up. Shout out my players who understand. That's gonna run you. That's gonna run you about 5. Tickets for the NBA is sky high, which is why I prefer the wholesome alternative of WNBA. Not because it's just cheap, but it's fantastic. But staying on point, going to the Sixers games this year. We went to 2 Sixers games, one for my birthday, and then we also went to see Game 6 versus the Celtics when we turned it around and forced a Game 7 to beat the Celtics. What a year we've had. We beat the Celtics, and we done signed our op, Jaylen Brown. He's no longer an op. Shout out Jaylen Brown. Shout out Mason. And then we signed LeBron James. Say it one more time with me. LeBron James. I might have to call him the GOAT at this point. Mike, you might have to give it up. Turn your freaky down. You might have to give up the mantle. If LeBron James gets the Sixers a championship, he's my new GOAT. You heard it here first on Keepin It Playa. I can't hate no longer. You know how you like having one person at school you can't stand, but then like they do something to help you out, you gotta bury the hatchet. You gotta let them bygones be bygones. You know? That's just me personally. That's how I feel. But shout out LeBron. Who else we getting? Is Bronny coming? No, freaky. Is Bronny signing, let's say? Turn your freaky now, y'all. Turn your freaky now. Is Bronny signing? Can we get the sign and trade? Can we get Bryce in a sign and trade? I believe Bryce can shoot the 3. Plus, he's funny. His imitation of LeBron is pretty funny. Yes, sir, my boy. I'm happy. Cheek in the building. Cheek the Prophet is in the building. Shout out to Cheek. We gotta give my boy well wishes. Later on tonight, he will be ripping the stage in LA. That's dedication. He pull up in the live and he going live. Now that's real. Cheek, you gonna have to come home, come pull up to the Sixers game. Renaissance Day. I would say on me, but that depends on your next hit. That depends on my artist commission. See, we playing the Cheek records. Cause I prayed on it and I stayed. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Said I had to stop by the Playas Circle real quick. Cause he a real one. Yeah, appreciate everybody that pulls up. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all share. And if you on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, baby. You gotta join the Playas Circle. That's how you become true. Right now you're new, but I need you to be true. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's a good day. It's a good day for sure. Yo, I'm letting everybody know now. If you trying to be on the Sixers bandwagon, we got rules and regulations. Okay? There are strict rules and regulations. If you are a player, you need to learn. You need to learn the lyrics to What We Do by Freeway, featuring Beanie Siegel and Jigga Man. Okay? Need that. You need to know the non-tourist spots to get a cheesesteak. And I'm from Jersey. I don't care. You need to know all the Philly legends. Music Soul Child, Jill Scott, The Roots. You gotta learn the new legends too. Meek Mill, Tierra Whack. If you a baddie, a little bit less stringent. Can you be fine? Can you be thick? Immediate approval. Nah. I ain't gonna act like that. I'm playing. Cause you can't be out here acting all racial. You can't be thick and racial. I don't like that. You can't be thick and hating on the black man. Blue. Yeah, man. Beautiful day. But in addition, to LeBron signing, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still tripping about that. I had to hit that I had to hit that game dance. I was hitting that gangster wop. Speaking of the game, shout out to the verses from last night. Like I said, I hope y'all was here. For those who was here, we had a great time doing a live review, live scoring. It was a great overall performance or concert, if you will. I had a great time watching. Shout out to the West Side Straight Tripping. Hit that West Side connection. Shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to DJ Artistic. Shout out to all my LA homies. Dame, Chuck, Dizzle, Chrissy. She fine. Shout out Ty, Baddie Ty. Tally? I think she out LA. I don't know if she a byproduct. I'm saying, so you know how you just gotta start making up words. I don't know if she bi-coastal. Bi-coastal? I like, what did Marlon say? Bi-coastal? I like women. Shout out all my LA people. Shout out Rhonda. But nah, man, LA was lit. LA was lit. And what else I was gonna say? DJ Charisma was holding it down. DJ Mustard is the true clear cut winner from yesterday because they was going through his hits, man, and it was hit after hit after hit. And I think also shout out YG. Now, if we're looking at this in the format of competition as opposed to celebration of the two artists, if you're looking at it in the form of competition, YG was wrecking shop. Out of the 20, he probably, He, I think my scoring, I had it 15-5. And I gotta say, like, Game definitely has some hits. But what I think the situation was, damn, I knew she was going to win too. You got to believe. Shout out to AZ Fudd for winning the 3-point contest. Man, I knew that was going to happen too. I'm just, I'm just, I'm saving my bread. I'm saving my winnings. Had a couple good parlays this week. I'm like, I'm not betting on the All-Star game nor the All-Star activities. You gotta have a cutoff. You gotta have a, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you'll be in a dark place. Nowhere. To me, I felt like the game had some great hits. It's really, it speaks to a number of things. It's like, it's unfortunate what happened with, um, it's really unfortunate that the game and G Unit, hey, it was good. Mike was good. Shout out to homie Mike. Congrats also on your induction, your acceptance to the Recording Academy. Cheney in the building. I wonder how many. Is it just us three at the moment? Oh wait. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Johnny's already inducted. If not, that's gotta get our boy in. But I'm pretty sure. But we'll check on that. Cheney produces champions, legends. Now, well, as I was saying, I think the thing is with the game, like watching the show or watching the verses yesterday, the game had, man, he really came out the gate strong with the documentary, man. The production and the features, the writing on the documentary is really strong. And again, that's not to take away from his, subsequent records, but I mean, Higher, Dreams, Running, How We Do, Hate It or Love It, Mix and Engineer Kid, what's good? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up on the IG. Y'all know we dual streaming, but I'm currently just discussing the verses from last night. And on the other side, YG, man, it's just a hit maker. He's got solidified records, bro. Sometimes the records that you don't even realize are his or that he's featured on. And I'm telling you, bro, as an East Coast, you know, as an East Coast guy, East Coast native, you kind of don't always, you know, really appreciate my boy for what he does. You kind of take some of the West signature, but bro, they got vibes, bro. You know, I was hitting that walk on Trump. He was killing it. I'm like, damn. Whatever it takes. Believe it. Champagne flood in the locker room. Oh no no. But just to close shop, I think the verses was really fun. It was dope. They brought a couple baddies up there. Fellas, one thing to note, man. A woman ain't gonna always tell you like, hey, I'm not actually ready. I'm not trying to be out here twerking with you. They just move. Now, shorty in the red, she was trying to throw it for the game. But hey man. But also the other thing I would say is y'all, brother, man, y'all be careful with all that alcohol. And I know that there's been reports of the game. Sometimes he'll have the bottle. He'll have the bottle, but the bottle may not be filled with alcohol. Might be Don Julio Acafulio. But if it was Don Julio, I wouldn't be surprised because he started hitting this. He started hitting the Carlton. He started. Anytime you do this, when you do that move, you are lit. So it might have been. It might have been. But hey, let's move on, man. Let's get into the show. We had a great like businesses charge too much, or is that a narrative to keep you from spending? Talked about the Renaissance, like the logic of use your resources. But let's get into tonight's ball-headed logic. Tonight's ball-headed logic is focus on the faithful. Faithful? Nah. Bring that back. Tonight's ball-headed logic is focus on the fruitful. Focus on the fruitful. Forgive me for my misstep. I want my people to focus on the fruitful. Too often, too often, I feel like my people, my friends, my family, the things that are distractions, the things that speak negatively to us, the pain instead of the progress, the struggle as opposed to the support. And while pain can be a motivating factor, while detractors and critiques and criticisms and haters can be motivation, oftentimes love can be equally fulfilling, if not more fulfilling. To see somebody get behind what you're doing, to see somebody to support and love the things that you're putting into play, those daily deposits can be just what you need to take it to the next level because it's showing that something is working. So, why do we find so much strength in voids? LJ, what's good? We find so much motivation through people telling us what we can't do, people telling us what we're not able to accomplish or to not support us. And it's confusing. I had an experience to give an analogy of people focusing on the negative. I was with my mom on Juneteenth for a festival, and she was selling her homemade or sewn, hand sewn products, blankets, headbands, and pillows. And some of the pillows were pillows of NFL and NBA teams. She had the Eagles, the Commanders, they had the Cowboys out there. And so people were coming up to the table, and there would be different fans of teams, and an Eagles fan came up. And the Eagles fan is looking at the table. We have all the different teams laid out there, and her eye immediately goes to the Cowboys. She sees the Cowboys pillow, and her first statement out of her mouth after observing the whole table is, "Why you got that there? I don't like that." Now I know that she's an Eagles fan because she's wearing an Eagles shirt. But I asked just to be sure. I said, "Who's your team?" She said, "The Eagles." I look. I'm like, "It's an Eagles pillow right there." Your mind was drawn to the negative before you even highlighted the fact that your team, the thing that you do support and do like, is right in front of you. And that happens so often, especially in my line of work, where I see people be talking about, "Man, ain't nobody support me, man. Everybody told me I couldn't do it. Everybody told me I couldn't make it." That's bullshit. It may feel like that. It may feel like you, especially in this industry, you get a lot more no's than you get yeses. But man, you gotta build off them yeses. You gotta build off of that. I like what you doing. You gotta build off of, "Oh, that's fire." You gotta build off those. Why are you so entrenched in the negatives? Stack them positives. Build on the positives. Focus on the fruitful. Trying to live and build off that negative energy has a lot of ill side effects. I'm being honest. You get to the point sometimes, man, you kind of overlook the people that are showing love and taking them for granted. Don't ever take that for granted. That's love. That's real. That's what we need. So always keep that in mind, man. Way too often we focusing on the negative, man. We focusing on the pain. We focusing on the critics, the naysayers, the haters. I need you to focus on the fruitful. Build. Build off of that. All right? It's the weekend. Shout out to everybody that is pouring into those that pour into them. That's showing love to everybody that is supporting them and building with them. It's all right to acknowledge it and not be swayed. But you gotta love who love you, man. Gotta focus on those. Focus on that and stack them, man, and build them up. Brick by brick, turn that into a community. Let's get back into the show, man. I feel like I haven't giving y'all some new waves recently. It was some it was some dope records that's come out, and it's been a nice little movement for R&B. I ain't gonna hold you. R&B has been kind of taking center stage right now. The last couple things I listened to the new Sid album, Beard, and I enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed. For those that are unfamiliar, Sid, one of the lead singer, or one of the group members from the popular group The Internet. Um, she dropped this new album. I think this might have been last week. Um, and bro, nice little bop, like 12 records. And I think the records that spoke to me, I like Jasmine 17. I'm gonna try to play a little bit of that. And let me see if I can play that in the background. But she got a record with Jordan Ward. Shout out Jordan Ward. And Closet. That was another hit that I really, really was rocking with. Yeah, man. I just love vibes, man. And Sid gonna give you a lot of creativity, a lot of different waves. We in a space right now, man, where we get a lot of woo. You know what I mean? Just the tones of the records are dark. But I feel like we're coming out of that space a little bit now, man. Somebody that I'll add that I wasn't going to talk about, but that is back now is Victoria Monet with a new record, and I like that too. Victoria Monet, and the video is phenomenal. So you know what I mean. Like artists is they not playing games, bro. Like they really out here ready to make some real noise. I know I ain't played this record. It's not what I played. Yeah, I was like, I didn't do what I wanted to play, y'all. Yeah, man. But that Victoria Monet record is really dope. And I think the other person that I wanted to mention in the midst of all of this was Masego. Masego? Excuse me, Masego. I know he was having an issue with his name being pronounced. I don't want to be part of none of that. But his new project is really dope too, man. So yeah, like um, the new album "Fix Your Face" is really, really fire. You know what I mean? So he's got. I'm telling you, bro, there's some new music out here, man, that y'all gotta check out for real. Yeah. So y'all let me know what y'all been listening to, man. What's been number one on y'all radar, man? As far as the indie side, there's been some guys from Jersey pulling up, man, and Shout out my man. I think it's Ish Williams. Yeah, Ish got a new EP out. I think Ish is South Jersey. Yeah, so tap in with Ish. Damn, who else I seen? Another guy from Jersey, my boy Dante, aka DZH. He dropped a new record called Goofy, which is, I'm saying, a slight venture out of his traditional sound, but it's a bop. He just having fun with it. It's a nice, good, catchy record, man. So let me see if I can play. I'm gonna try to play a little bit of my boy. They always throwing shots at the OGs. Shout out to shout out to my boy DCH. I'm gonna play a little bit of that. What's the name, man? While we vibing, we get back into the show. Play some of that Ish Williams. Yeah, I like these. I like the young guys, man. Like, man, yeah, these young guys, bro. I like they work, man. I like they energy. All right, y'all. Well, let's get back into the show, man. Let's let's drop a when I send you this. We ain't did that in a couple weeks, man, and then we'll get into the questions. Should we do questions? Yeah, we'll do questions. Why not, man? So when I send you this, tonight's when I send you this is none other than the light skinned assassin, the light bright assassin, Jason Tatum. I know in the past I've considered Jason an adversary because of him just messing up the parlay. But no shade today. No shade. It's all love. Today's when I send you this, it's Jason Tatum. If I send Jason Tatum, a picture of Jason Tatum to the group chats, the player group chat, that simply means I'm on light bright time today. I'm on light bright time today. I'm on my smooth shit today. I'm chill. I'm moving at my own pace. Don't rush me. I'm on my Jason Tatum. Now, if I send a pic of Jason Tatum to the baddies, it means something totally different. Kevin Mims was good. If I send my pic of Jason Tatum to the baddies, that means I'm here by myself. Pull up. They done got my boy Jason Tatum. He the only star left. By himself in Boston. My boy needs some company. I feel you. That's why I'm sending this to you, baddie. Pull up on me. Trying to treat you like LMA. Y'all tap in with me, man. If y'all got some ideas for when I send you this also, feel free. Send them through. Y'all already know. Mm-mm-mm. Now, let's move on. Let's move on into the questions. Now, I had this question and I've been wanting to use this for a few weeks now, man. Um, I always forget to ask when my peoples pull up on me, but definitely make sure I share the word. But for tonight, the question of the night is I saw a couple people asking or talking about this in a different way, a different conversation piece. But what is a song you've been singing? Let me rephrase. What's a song that you were singing as a kid that made no sense for you to sing? What is a song you were singing as a kid that made no sense for you to be singing? Man, when you look back, I'm sure there's probably a few. There's probably a nice, healthy list. Songs that I found out afterwards, I was like, oh, ooh. I ain't gonna hold you. That Shauna, I was getting some, getting some. I ain't gonna OD. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have been singing that. Now, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go R&B, and I'm gonna give you a real hip hop one that I really was like, yeah, because this one gonna throw you for a loop. Now, one of the songs I used to sing faithfully, Mary J. Blige, "Your Child," and I know you're like, what in the hell? Why was you singing that? Listen, anybody knows me personally, they know. Don't you say not nan bad word about Mary J. Blige. I don't play about my Mary J. Okay? That's real. There was a time when I was young. You remember Tommy from Martin? Talk about, oh man, I gotta, when I go to sleep, I gotta listen to Lou Rawls. For me, had to, had to listen to that Mary J. Blige. I'm like, damn, bruh. Put that My Life on. Help your boy calm his nerves. But this song, the storytelling, man, listen. You would think I knew Mary and what she was going through. I was like, yo, I remember the video. I think Leon was in it. This off the Mary album, which is another one of my favorites. It's My Life, Share My World, Mary. I can do no more drama, or love and life rather. But yeah, man, that that your child when that come on. Today you had a visitor, or should I say, an old friend. But wait a minute, that's not where it ends. No, Mary. Why isn't that where it ends? Who is this guy? Why is he out here wilding like this? I'll be like, damn, man. That John used to kill. She said it's your child, and it really messed me up. I'm singing it like we going through it together, like Mary, my sister or something. How could you do her so wrong? Yo, that John had me in a chokehold. Your own flesh and blood. Oh my God. No reason for me to be singing that. I had to be like 10, 11 years old. No reason for me to be singing that song like that so intently. Who hurt me? Now, hip hop wise, once I got to my hip hop phase, the other song that I know I shouldn't have been singing is Trillville Some Cut. Now Trillville some cut. Shout out to that Little John era, that snap music. This this is not even snap music. Excuse me. This is his era right before snap music. This is more crunk music. Yeah, this is crunk music. Excuse me. Shout out to Lil Jon. Shout out to the crunk era. So, but that's everything is heavily influenced there, and them bed springs when they come on. And I don't know who the homie was who um I don't know who homie was who was the ATL version of Nate Dogg that was on there. I guess that's Cuddy. I guess that's Cuddy. But he's harmonizing, bro. He's harmonizing all these wild lyrics. What it is, ho? What's up? Can I get in them guts? He was wilding, bro. Hold on, I gotta play a little bit of it because he was. Mama, forgive me. Cause he be harmonizing. What's up? Them guts been cut. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll call in the mall. My balls. Oh yeah, yeah. He was wildin' in the mall. My balls. It's like the Ron Isley of menace behavior. And he was the person that made that song so easy to sing. That's why, like I said, you gotta be careful being a holy roller now when spin that or WAP come on, cause we was wildin' too. But me as the R&B impresario, the R&B legend that I am, former member of the group Deacon with Usher, me being in the group The Choir, I'm Deacon, Usher is Usher. You know, a lot of foolishness. But when I hear a harmony, I'm gonna go get it. Oh, it's just too smooth, and the song was so inappropriate. But Cuddy, he the one that take it to the next level. Them guts. What's going on? I know better though. As I told you, man, I believe I may or may not have mentioned this story before, but like my mom, I grew up in a home that was very spiritual. We wasn't, I'm not gonna call us religious, but you know, we was at church every week. Unfortunately, I took my slime. Lord forgive me, I've come a long way. Cause I used to be dragging my feet going to church. My mama used to want to whoop my tail because I would be moving so slow, making us late for church. But I was at church every week, and my mom let us listen to hip hop, but we had to get the edited versions, and that all stems from the time that my mom who was just, she was hip. My mom has always been hip and in the know of what be going on, even now. But it's like, my mom was a fan of Snoop Dogg when he had first came out. When he first came out, and decided, you know what? I'm gonna go and invest my money because Snoop Dogg is such a cool dude, such a cool rapper. I'm gonna go invest and buy the Doggy Style album. Not now. I don't know how that part went. You know what I mean? Maybe she's like, it's just a play on words. Well, my mom bought the explicit version of Doggy Style, and boy, was she taken aback. Was she surprised? That CD went back immediately. I believe I was there when she opened it. I think we were on the way to school. Oh, that went back immediately. And from there on, edited CDs is what we got. Walmart, get that edited version. That was crazy. Now, conversely, my boy, whose birthday it is today, shout out to my boy JP, Johnny Pierce, was goody. Holy Thug is what they called him. JP used to get the explicit version. I mean, we used to like to go to JP. We used to like to go to Johnny's house because Johnny had we was young, but they let him listen to the explicit versions. He had the real versions, and he had the Little Kim hardcore poster in his crib. And for young boys, you know what I mean? Always turn your freaky down. But bro, that's Little Kim. That's prime Little Kim. I was like, dang. God is good. Everybody got that one friend. It's like, yo, I'm trying to, bro. Your mom mind if we stay over? My boy Pierce lived right down the street. Me and him was the first ever Christian rap group. He was Holy Thug. I was the messenger. And because we was like the only two brothers at the Catholic school, we had to make it work. So we bonded together. Even though they tried to divide and conquer us, they couldn't do it. Because our moms was cool and our dads was cool. And then we would just go, we go to each other's houses or whatever. So, but we would go down that street to Johnny's house. Man, fun times. Except for that time that damn possum was in the garbage can. That shit was scary. I'm 9 years old, man. I ain't gonna touch no damn possum. He gonna kill us. My boy. Shout out to JP, man. I'm gonna give you a call after this, man. Say happy birthday. Man, listen. My mom ain't play that. We had to get them explicit. She got that up out of here. We had to get them edited versions. I had the Harlem World edited version, which I know who stole my Mace CD. I know who did it. But anywho, man, that Trillville some cut, diabolical. What a time. Those are two records that I listened to, man. I was like, yo, say, why are you singing this, bro? You too young to be singing this. This is out of control. Now listen, I wanna steer us out of here. I'm gonna name the player and baddie of the week. Before I do that, I want to quickly get to one on what are you talking about, though. I saw this and figured that I should share it with y'all. I thought this was interesting, to say the least. I'll pull this up on the screen for y'all so y'all can read. As long as y'all can still read, that's important. Very, very important. Glove. My bad. Let me move this out of my. It's all in my face. No freaky. My bad, y'all. You know how this be. Bear with your boy. Bear with your boy. Yes. So here we go. So now make it. I'll enlarge for you. Jill Scott promotes AI artist and faces backlash. I think promote is it kind of was. It kind of was. But basically, what happened was recently on Twitter, Jill Scott mentioned this new artist that she'd been listening to. Um, the artist is named Breno, I guess that's how you would say it. And she says, I would be remiss if I didn't put you on to this. I'm so grateful. This may not even be a real person. I don't care. You're welcome. Now, you know when the outraged, possibly fake outraged, people on social media got a hold of this, they was digging into that. What my girl say? Grab my meat. They was holding on to Jill. And how could you promote an AI artist when the R&B artists are struggling to be seen? And Jill responded, and kindly, but she's like, I didn't know this wasn't a person. Damn shame. I do have new artists on the road with me, and they're dope. And she mentions them. So Jill is actually out, in the trenches, actually supporting artists. While she did promote this artist on Twitter, it's like can't really knock her all the way, because it's like, bro, she's actually supporting artists currently. Shout out to her putting my girl from Jersey, Soul Child, on the bill. And I think it's like, yo, we have to do a better job of kind of having some nuance, man. And let me be the first to tell y'all, OGs and aunties, low key love them some AI. And or don't know how to use AI. I know damn near every day I'm going to see an auntie on Facebook sharing the crew of the cast of Martin as babies performing That Ain't No Damn Rat Puppy. What my boy said? That ain't no puppy. Baby Shanae. Oh my goodness. That's OGs and aunts love AI. Cannot tell the difference between what is AI and what is not sometimes. They are entertained by AI. They are often confused by AI. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. But it's like they don't understand all the ramifications. But more importantly, everything ain't necessarily of harm to the point where it's like we're going to try to go out here and desecrate this person's reputation, especially if it is not a trend. There are people that consistently do things that is like, all right, damn it, I'm tired of you. Jill Scott, to this point in her career, has not been one of those kind of people. Squeeze my meat. We know Jill for being talented, uh, creative, thick, and a bright personality. So y'all gotta chill. Y'all got to chill. Save some of the outrage, in my opinion, for those who are deserving. But I saw that, I was like, dang, now they gonna try to go after Jill. Like, come on, man. Come on, Cletus. Leave her be. But hey, that's just me. Now, let's close out. Let's close out the show. Let's hit a player and baddie of the week. Let's celebrate some people. And following that, we'll do a Ceddy's recipe and get on up out of here. All right. Now, I want to celebrate somebody who actually showed me love this week. I want to celebrate somebody who showed extreme love this week, and one of my long-standing friends, one of my best friend, you know what I mean, brother from another, and I want to let his words speak first, and then I will I will give him his flowers as well. Let me pull it up here. Where my boy at? Where my boy at? There you go. All right. Let me pause this real quick. And share my boy here. And shout out to my boy. Lord have mercy.
Zoolander, all the way live from where? Zooland Drive. And today I want to give a special shout out to my man, my best friend, Cedric Perry. I've known this brother since 2004 back at Chain University. And he said it's been some tough times, but I really appreciate his grind and his hustle. And whenever I need to talk, he's right there for me. I want y'all to make sure that you go ahead and follow everything that Ceddy got going on. He got his Instagram show, Playas Circle, where he talks to men and women, mostly men, putting them on game. He talks about self-care, self-help, mental health. He talks about all these things that we really need to talk about in our community. And he also is the curator of the playlist, I believe, Audio Man. It's called Who Got the Wave. Yo, what's so make sure you check that out too. And he also is the CEO and founder of his own record label called Renaissance Music, for which I used to get busy and drop a couple songs in there. Ceddy is amazing, and he's making some big moves. I'm really proud of him. And I hope that he keeps going because that guy has a creative mind. He's really funny. And he's just all around good. So y'all go out there and support Ceddy P. I believe on Instagram. His Instagram name is Ceddy P. So make sure CEDDY P. So
spell it right.
Make sure to go check him out. This has been another day with your homie, Devin Zula. Remember, stay moisturized, mind your business. That's all, just mind your business. All right, peace. So make
shout out my boy, man. Shout out my brother from another, Nerd Boy, formerly known as Nerd Boy, but now appropriately known as Devin Zoolander. And my main man, Devin, as he said, we've known each other for a long, long time. Time really flies, as we say often in the brotherhood. College days swiftly pass, but My main man Devin Swain is the player of the week, Dev, aka Devin Zoolander, and the words were unexpected. I wasn't expecting him to say to post that or say those words, but it means a lot. Um, and even in his testament or testimony that we have been through a lot. Devin, so to give a background, we were college roommates, and Devin originally was a artist. He was a hip hop artist, and without Devin, you don't get Renaissance Music Records. You don't get Ceddy P in the iteration of being a music executive. It was his music that led me to test the waters and learn how to be a manager because we really didn't have any resources for him or any connections or networks to help him to build his career. And because of him, I basically decided to venture off from some of my writing interests and career and become a music executive. I helped manage him, and through that, it actually led me to start the record label Renaissance Music Records, where he was the original flagship artist. And outside of just the business relationship, my boy has always been solid. He's been a creative. He's hella talented. He is um, always been emotionally intelligent. I would say he makes himself emotionally available for the baddies, but just as a friend as well. And to see him from where our original um, connection started as kind of um, frenemies to being best friends and being supportive of each other throughout these 20 plus years. It's amazing to see his journey now in the space of podcaster and creative, um, you know, and journalist. He's interviewed Rhapsody. He's interviewed several very, very talented and elite creatives, um, and entrepreneurs and professionals of various different studies and industries. So my boy, man, like I got nothing but respect for you, and I wish you the best with all of your endeavors, the Devin Zoolander Show, and just your business as a photographer, or a filmographer, and all the different things that you do. You're very important to the development of my creative uh, outlets. So it's nothing but love. So shout out my boy Devin Zoolander, and make sure y'all go follow him at Devin Devyn Zoolander ZOOLANDER, and as well as the Devin Zoolander Show and all of his other associated pages. But shout out to Devin Zoolander as the player of the week, and I appreciate the kind words from your end as well. They mean a lot. They really do. Now, the baddie of the week. The baddie of the week, we actually take it to, one of my favorite industries or mediums, which is the WNBA. Shout out to the WNBA. It's WNBA All-Star Weekend. But an all-star who's not there as an official all-star but back on the court is none other than the Booski, Nafisa Collier. Nafisa. Coming back the game before All-Star break and immediately makes her impact known, leaves her stamp with a easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl double, 24 points, 10 rebounds in a win against the Seattle Storm. I say, hot damn. Hot damn. Now, the other thing is, in addition to that, she was recently featured in some content on ESPNW with two other baddies of the WNBA. Baddies, I also mean baller baddies. But Dewana Bonner of the Phoenix Mercury and the legendary, the lovely Asia Beja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces, the four-time MVP, even though that last one could have been Fees, but she got hurt at the end of the regular season. So I mean, it is what it is. She got hurt, but and Asia was balling. She said, if you leave it, I'ma scoop it. But that's not the point right now. The point is they were filming some content, and I said, damn. The three of these women looking like a plate of soul food. The mac, the yams, the cranberry sauce. Don't sleep on the cranberry sauce. And I'm telling you, I'm a fan of baddies of all shades and sizes and heights, obviously, styles, upbringings, but I love me some Fee. Being able to be at the Unrivaled when they came to Philly, being able to be in the Barclays for game one of the finals when they won, and low-key, again, not to be on my hate tip, but should have won the series. A little bit of robbery. But I'm not going to hold you. Over the past, I'd say 2 to 3 years, the badification of Nafisa Collier gotta be studied. Real baddie like. You know what I mean? Put some style on there. I seen her doing this shit in the video. The clock it. Nafisa's bad. Nafisa's bad. But I'ma chill. I'ma do me, like Jeezy say. And you know what I mean? I've already got Bam on my, he hunting me down. I don't need no stress. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to cause no problems. I'm just trying to be a player with mine. So, and being a player with mine, I recognize Nafisa being a baddie with hers, and we recognize her as the baddie of the week. Now, folks, if you want to nominate player or baddie of the week, feel free to tag me or send me your player or baddie of the week, POW or BOW. All right? At me with the hashtag POW POW or BOW BOW on whoever you feel is you would like to nominate, and they will be considered. And again, I will announce these consistently on the live stream. So trying to take it to the next level, I want people of all different walks of life to be celebrated. All right. Now, we're going to finish off the show with Ceddy's recipes. And we didn't do Ceddy's recipe the last couple of shows, if I'm not mistaken. Or the last show. Excuse me. So I'm back. And we bring y'all a new recipe. Now, Ceddy's recipe, for those who are unfamiliar, is when we bring back a norm, a custom, a tradition of yesteryear, and we celebrate that and present it to the Gen Alpha, the Gen Z, so that they can carry this forward. All right. Now, today's recipe, tonight's recipe is homemade burgers. Mom's burgers. A lot of y'all don't know about this. If you travel back in time to even before my time, to the 80s, there's a classic comedy sketch from the legend Eddie Murphy about Mom's Burgers, aka better than McDonald's, aka we got McDonald's at home. Something you may have seen on TikTok or your socials, but that all stems from back in the day when you as a kid would approach your mom and say, "Hey mom, can we get McDonald's? Hey dad, can we have McDonald's? We don't need to go to no McDonald's. I make burgers better than McDonald's." And a better than McDonald's burgers look nothing like a McDonald's burger. McDonald's burger real small, damn near a smush burger. On a bun, sesame seed, maybe if they let you upgrade. But most would be your traditional regular hamburger bun. Mustard, pickles, all that. And you eat that, go right through that. Wouldn't even phase you. But you might be, if you had a Happy Meal, you was solid. But we ain't talking about that. We're talking about the homemade burger where your mom ketchup, marinade, mixing up the ground beef together, put an egg in there. What my boy say, what Eddie Murphy said, egg? What you make, an egg McMuffin? Ain't no egg in McDonald's. Mix it up. Be this big, thick ass round. Excuse me. Be this big, thick ass round ball of ground beef. Pat that joker down. Be thick, damn near about to have you choking. No freaky. Bell peppers, salt, seasoned salt. You be like, what's going on? Throw that joker in the pan, all that grease. So greasy, you got to put it on a paper plate so that it can, and with a paper towel on it, so that it can soak some of the grease out. Then you get the bread. The bread be regular Stromans. Pray that your mama spent the extra money to get potato bread so that you can have a little bit of taste on that mofo. Put some ketchup on there, and only ketchup for me. Don't put no mustard on my homemade burger. I want that joint to look like it got stabbed. I'm bleeding. When you look at the bread over top of it. Man, oh man. Homemade burgers. Fries, no, we ain't get no shoestring fries. Crinkle cut. Boy, oh boy. Your day be made. Was it nothing like a homemade burger? Don't let Charles be off of work. Make some burgers. Man, I learned everything I know on the grill. My burger's phenomenal. About to go bust out my cast iron pan right now. Make me a homemade burger. And trust me, y'all ain't had no real ones because they done evolved. They pre-make the patties now. Some will even get the frozen patties or the pre-made fresh patty. No, ground beef pack. Roll it. Roll it. Smush. Throw that thing on the grill. We just got to using hamburger buns. That might be 10, 15 years old. When I was a kid, potato bread. If you wanted to be styling on them, you would pull the, what's that shit called? Peel the edges. Telling you, boy, what a time to be alive. Classic days. We had great times. The crust. I'm tripping. Pull the crust off. And don't you dare use the end piece of bread. Don't use the butter the bread. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Dom. He's making dinner. He gave me the butt piece of the bread. I said, the audacity. The audacity. You throw those away. But yes, bring back homemade burgers. Matter of fact, man, I might mess around and pull out a loaf of potato bread. See if I can get away with it. See who gonna act bougie, so I can call them out about it and talk about their moms. But yes, classic times. Make your own burgers. Stop going to nut ass McDonald's. That's processed meat. That's why we all messed up. That's why we gotta cut the bacon off of back. That's how you get all of this. But we shall rise. Return to the original strong people homemade burgers. Now, we're going to take this time to close out the show. It's been a great show. Ran a little bit longer than normal, but I appreciate y'all being with me, keeping me blessed, keeping me safe. And we will be back next Tuesday. We'll be rocking as we always do. LeBron, thank you. God, what a gift. What a gift. But y'all stay safe this weekend. Stay blessed. Stay loved. Stay black. And y'all know what to do when we close out. Keep it blessed. Keep it real. But always